Some of you saw the title and thumbnail for this video and you're already mad at me. You're not here to listen to the video, you're here to fight. Well, I encourage you to keep watching. Others saw the title and the thumbnail and you pumped your fist in the air because you can't wait to make fun of Harley Davidson or Harley riders. I encourage you to keep watching as well. Others have no really strong opinions on Harley Davidson one way or the other, and you're just here to eat your popcorn and to watch the fight. So let me get into the controversial statement first. We'll get this out of the way, and then I'll explain why I believe it's so. If I see what appears to be an unskilled rider on the road, and they're on a large motorcycle, odds are that they're riding one brand of motorcycle over any other. It's not BMW riders, it's not Honda riders, they're usually not on a Kawasaki, a Triumph, or a Suzuki. Odds are if I see a rider who's struggling, they're riding on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. I know that's a broad generalization. It certainly doesn't ring true for every Harley rider, or even that every bad rider rides a Harley Davidson. But if you stick with me in this video, I'll tell you more often than not why that statement's true, especially here in the United States. I love Harley Davidson. I think they make beautiful motorcycles. I think they make great touring motorcycles. And I want Harley Davidson to succeed as a company. You know, it's good for the motorcycle community. It's even better for the American motorcycle community when Harley Davidson is successful in selling a lot of motorcycles. For many riders, owning a Harley Davidson is the dream, and the sound of that Harley engine or the character of that engine with the rumble is unmatched by any other motorcycle or manufacturer out there. Because it's the dream of many prospective riders, and we live in a society of instant gratification these days, the types of motorcycles that Harley builds, or to say it another way, the types of motorcycles that Harley can sell, is part of the problem. One company is king of the heavy cruiser class, and it's Harley Davidson. You know, I own a big Indian Challenger, the touring motorcycle, but in terms of sales and brand recognition, there's only one king, and it's not Indian. In fact, Indian owners can't deny this. Indian produces the Challenger, and videos immediately pop up comparing it to the Road Glide, talking about which one is best. There's clearly a standard. Indian releases the Springfield, and everyone wants to see how it compares head-to-head with the Road King. If you're going to compete in the heavyweight cruiser market here in the U.S., you're going to get compared to Harley Davidson. They are the standard in this class of motorcycles. Harley Davidson makes big touring motorcycles. Harley Davidson sells big touring motorcycles. They make American-made heavy cruisers, and they're designed for the wide open spaces that the American countryside affords. What Harley doesn't make or cannot sell are motorcycles designed for new riders. As an example, remember the Harley Street 500? Well, barely me either. I've never seen one of those on the road. I think the only place that owned them were the Harley Davidson training centers, where they taught the Harley-branded MSF class full of brand new students. If you go to the website and you look at their current lineup, the smallest motorcycle in the current lineup of Harley Davidson is the Harley Nightster, and it's just short of 1,000 cc's and retails bone stock for $13,500. I've never seen one of those on the road either. Part of the problem also relates to the culture that Harley Davidson has built. You want to go to a Harley bike night and instantly lose some cred? Show up on a Sportster. Remember that movie Wild Hogs with John Travolta in it? Part of the comedic focus was William H. Macy's character who rode a Sportster. Part of the joke was he rode the joke motorcycle, the little one, that Harley produces. John Travolta was on the large typical Harley. William H. Macy, the funny guy, was on the joke motorcycle, the Harley Davidson Sportster. No one wants to be the funny guy at bike nights. They want to be the cool guy. So nobody buys on the small end of Harley Davidson, or very few do. So how does all of this relate to bad riders and Harley Davidson motorcycles? It's because if you're a new rider and you want to be part of the Harley Club, you almost feel compelled to spend that $30,000 on that large Harley touring motorcycle that weighs in at over 800 pounds so that you can own that real Harley Davidson. Have you ever wondered why Harley doesn't have Road Glides or Ultras in their new rider class? Part of it is because they're expensive, but the biggest reason why is Harley Davidson knows that putting 8 brand new riders that are trying to learn in a training class decked out with Road Glides, Street Glides, and Ultras would be a disaster. And I used to teach a new rider class with riders on little 250cc motorcycles, and sometimes that was like herding cats. Fill that same new motorcycle class up with large Harley touring bikes, and it would be downright dangerous. It'd be destructive, and the success rate of new students would plummet. But a lot of people take the MSF class, spend the weekend riding around on the 250cc motorcycle at speeds up to 25 miles per hour with absolutely no threat of traffic, and they're riding in and out of orange cones, and they think they're ready to graduate to their dream motorcycle, and they go out and buy that huge Harley. But here's what often happens, and I've seen this multiple times. I speak from experience. A rider passes the new rider class, they buy that expensive dream motorcycle, and they begin their life on two wheels. That new shiny Harley is expensive. It weighs 4 times what they just rode in the new rider class, and I don't care what anyone says, it's less forgiving of the mistakes than a smaller, lighter motorcycle would be. So what do? Because they're afraid to drop it, they take it easy. They learn to get it out of the garage, they learn to start and stop at stop signs without falling over, and they learn to keep it between the lines in straightaways, and most of the time going around curves, and they often don't progress beyond that. Practicing braking at a stop sign over and over will make you better at stopping at stop signs over and over. It does nothing to help you stop when your life depends on it and the car is pulled out in front of you. Going around broad, easy curves will help you get better at going around broad, easy curves. It'll do nothing to help you when you need to swerve to avoid that deer or the child that ran out into the road. Now, I'm not saying that it's absolutely impossible to start as a new rider on a large motorcycle and become proficient. I am saying that it will take longer to become proficient. I am saying it will most likely cost you in chrome, money, and some confidence to start on a larger motorcycle. And I am saying that if you started on a used, reasonably sized motorcycle and develop your skill from there, you'll become proficient faster, you'll be safer, and you'll have a better chance of success when you do reach out and buy that dream motorcycle of yours. But regardless of what you ride, if all you ever do is ride in straight lines around broad curves, starting and stopping at stop signs, that is all you were ever training to do and all that you will ever be trained to do. Practice, become a member of MCrider and get the field guide. Better yet, take a training class in person and let a trained instructor help you improve. Then follow up that training with practice on your own. It's the only way you're going to get better. If you do find yourself on a large Harley or a Indian motorcycle for that matter and you want to protect your investment from drops, go to mcrider.com/DG. So mcrider.com/DG, I'll forward you to an awesome tool to help protect your motorcycle from drops. You can use promo code MCR2023 at checkout for a discount on a set of motorcycle drop guards for your motorcycle. It's the best product I know of to date that's going to protect your motorcycle from drop. It's smart to protect your investment, and it's even smarter to get out there and practice. So if you're still watching this video and you're still mad at me because you think I'm talking bad about Harley riders, know this. Some of the best riders I know ride a Harley Davidson, and I'm not saying that Harley motorcycles or Harley riders are incapable. To me, that would be a foolish argument. What I am saying is that many riders in the U.S. buy a large Harley for their first motorcycle, and they make it much harder on themselves to become competent on the motorcycle because they choose such a large motorcycle as their first bike. In reality, it doesn't matter what motorcycle you buy. If your CCs greatly outweigh your talent, you're asking for trouble. Till next week, guys, this is Kev with MCrider, and I'll see you on the road.